In order to use the H21-USB, the new HOBO microstation, you do have to load a driver the first time you connect one to your computer. You don't have to do this for every new logger you purchase. You just have to do it once to make sure that you have the driver on your computer. This is a Windows 7 computer. You would have to do this on any Windows machine. If you're using a newer Mac that has the latest operating system, the driver is built in. So all you have to do is just enable that serial port. This is using a virtual serial port through its USB connection. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our version of HOBOware is set for USB and serial devices, which is the default configuration when you install HOBOware. To determine that, you can go to File, Preferences. In a Mac, you go to HOBOware and Preferences, and you go to Communications, Device Types, and you want to make sure that USB and serial devices are selected. You'll see that we have COM1 is just the default because of the way my computer is configured. We have to add a COM port. The way this is going to happen is we're going to plug in our USB cable. We're connected to the internet. You have to do this the first time you're going to use your computer with the microstation. You don't have to do it every time, you just the first time. So let's plug in our USB cable, and you can see it says installing device driver, and it's going to go out to the internet and it's going to find that driver for us. Once it's found, you see your device is ready to use. Device driver software is installed successfully. Again, you only have to do this the first time. So now we're going to close our preferences and open them again. And you can see now we have a COM5 available. We're going to check that off. Click on OK. And now we can connect to our device, either launch, read out, or get status. There's our microstation. We click on OK. And now we can go in and configure our microstation for use with our sensors. Each new microstation that you connect up to your computer gets assigned a new COM port. So I have another one, a second one. I'm going to plug in my USB cable, and you'll see it'll come up and say installing device driver, which it's already installed, so we're good. And now if we go into preferences, you'll see there's two COM ports, and we want to make sure they're all checked off so we can communicate with these devices. And now I can connect to the second one. And there it is. And just to reiterate, you do not need an internet connection in order to configure these loggers, as long as you have that driver installed on your computer prior to going in the field. So make sure that you connect to at least one microstation in your office while connected to the internet before you go out in the field with your computer, if you don't have an internet card in there, because if you don't, you won't be able to communicate with it until you get that driver.